to recreate. So I should have maybe renamed the subject train to solve where is Wally, because we will see that it was not that easy. But we will see. We have a lot of stuff to do, so let's not waste too many time. So, little introduction. My name is Florian. I'm a former SAP HR analyst at Air France. I'm now the co-founder and iOS developer at Avention here in Japan, and this is my first year working on iOS. So you see those stuff because I already did the talk for an iOS conference, and after this conference I had a lot of feedback, good feedback, so I had to work to make it better with a lot of new methods. So I changed a lot this talk, so for this. So why solving where is Wally? So first of all, for people that don't know where is Wally, so he has several names. Wally, the root is Wally in Great Britain, but it's also called Wado in the US, Wally in Japanese, and you have a different name in a lot of countries. So it's basically a puzzle book that has been created by Martin Hanford in 1987. And the goal of this book is to find on every, you have a double page, and on every double page you have the main character, Wally, and you have to find it is hidden in those double pages. So why this project? Because I wanted to start learning about machine learning, and I was really bad at this game when I was a kid because I have a bad vision, so it was really hard for me, maybe 10 minutes to find it. And I didn't find a lot of presentation and tutorials about object detection. There is a lot of for image classification, at least for iOS. And we have a tool in iOS that have been released, CreateML, but it doesn't work for object detection, only for image classification. So I wanted to try something a little bit harder. And learning is way more efficient when you have fun doing it. So that's why I did this separate. So I had everything to start until I looked into Wikipedia and I found this interesting text that it was written as the series goes on, while it progressively becomes harder to find. So the first square is the size, the average size of Wally in the first book, and the last square is the average size of Wally in the seventh book. So you can see that the size really decreased, so that means it's even harder to find it on every book. And it also has been surrounded by more other characters, from 225 on the first to about 850 on the last book. So I was like, okay, should I do it, or it would be maybe too difficult for my first project? But I decided to test that. So I will now introduce the framework I use for this, which is called Turi. Turi has been, the company Turi has been bought by Apple in 2016, and the framework has been released during last WWDC, so it's a big iOS conference, and this tool is open source, so you can find it on GitHub. And on their page, they are saying that you don't have to be a machine learning expert to have machine learning on your application. So when I read that, I was like, okay, this is perfect for me. And they are claiming that it's easy to use. It's focused on tasks instead of algorithm. There is a lot of visualization tool. It's really flexible. You can use it for text recognition, image, audio, video, and sensor data. It's fast and scalable. It's ready to deploy. You can use it for iOS, macOS, and every Apple devices. And you can use it for Mac, Linux, or Windows via the PC. So I firstly choose this framework because I'm iOS developer, so I wanted something for iOS. And this was new, and I wanted to give it a try, so that's what I did. So they are presenting 5 steps to create your machine learning ML, machine learning model. So the first one is the task. After you have the data, model, evaluate, and deploy. And we will take various Wally through every step to try to create our model. So first of all, the task. What are we trying to do? So we have our various Wally page, and what we want is something like this, a bounding box at the location of Wally. So based on that, we want to, in this list, what do we want? It's recognize an object within images. So what do we want is object detection. The other step is data. What data do you need? So what do we need? Like every machine learning project, we need a lot of image. So a lot of Wally's picture and the coordinate x, y, 8, and width in pixel of Wally in those pictures. So my initial method was this one. So finding manually Wally on the original images. So for example, I use Sketch for that. So I had a bunch of images and I found Wally myself. So it was a little bit tedious because I was bad, so it took a lot of time. So you find Wally on the image, you get the coordinates, x, y, width, and 8. And after you can create the annotation file, so the path of the file and the coordinate. So it looks like this at the end. And with my first method, I had 36 images and 43 lines in my annotation file. So this was my first method. And the problem was that on the internet there is not a lot of good picture of Wally. For example, on the left you can see a good picture, it's really recognizable, so you can see it well. And if you use those kind of images, you will improve the model when you train. And on the right, there is a lot of picture like this because the original picture is small, the resolution is not that good, and Wally in those pictures is really small, so if the picture is not really good at the beginning, it will be even worse if you have to find it. So if you train the model with those kind of picture, it will decrease the confidence instead of increasing it. And there is only 7 various Wally official book. So there is approximately 12 page book, so it's not a really good amount of images for a machine learning project. So I was presenting this during the iOS conference, and at the end, some guys told me, a clever person, that's what I wrote, if you have a problem with your image quality, why not creating your images? And I was like, yeah, this is good. So what I did is taking, for example, an original image, resizing it. With this image, I can have 4 different images, so in different directions, flipping top to bottom, or left to right, or top to bottom and left to right. So for one image, I can have 4. And just after, I slide this image in square of, the resizing size was 1028. So each square is 256. So that's what I did, and after the process was taking layers of Wally and putting them randomly into those pictures. So that's what I did. I created a Python script for that, and it works well. So every picture on every small square, and that was it. So if I review the method, the first one, if x is the original images I had 36 images. So for the first method, manually it was the number of images just x. For the second method, if I split by 4 rows and 4 columns, I can have 2,304 images, so it's way better. And if I had a square that has a width and height of 128, I can have 11,520 images. So it was really good for me. I had 36 images at the beginning and more than 10,000 at the end. But there was still a problem. And it was great when I was training my model, but in real life it didn't work at all. So I had a big problem. And another clever person that is in this room today told me, you train the model with small images, but the real one are way bigger. It's maybe because of this that I have an issue. And he was right. So what I did, I created another Python script that was slightly different. It took all my original images, resized them all, split them all like I did before, and with those images, I created a folder of all images. And what I did after was just reconstructing another image. So like this one, I took a small square from a resized image, and I put it randomly in an image I just created. So, and you also have here some images that are flipped from top to bottom and left to right. And I just put one Wally in this picture, and so I keep a good size of an image. And if we review this method, the third method, if I only split by 256 pixels squared, I have 2,304 for 16 images, and this is before putting Wally randomly in the image. So it's like having an infinity number of images. So I think the problem was solved. So I had now everything to create my model. So an image folder with 10,000 images. I could have picked more, like creating 1 million images, but I did some tests and it wasn't a really good option to have more than 10,000. So it didn't increase the precision that well. And the annotation file, with those Python script, what I did is first creating the annotation file line, and after I have all the information, x, y, height, and width. So I can put the layer, the small head of Wally in the picture. So I had every annotation line I wanted, so one per image. And it was now time to use Turi to create the model. So like most of machine learning framework, it's written in Python. So this is the typical file to. It's a really simple framework. So nothing compared to TensorFlow or others. So first of all, you load the images. So I have the path of the folder. After the path of the annotation, I merge the two instances. So I join the image with the annotation, and I randomly split 95% of those data to be part of my training data, and 5% to be part of my testing data. After I have this line, that basically one line I can create the model, and the max iteration is optional. That means if I don't put it the tool will try to find the best number of iteration. For this case, it was proposed 40,000. With 500, I had better result. That means after 5,000, the loss was same. So I didn't need to train more. And you just save the model with one line. So if you can know the next step is evaluate, is the model any good? So in one line you can have the average prediction. So for my data it was 0.6. So it's not really good, but it's not that bad if you consider the problem and the framework. But we'll talk about this after. And last step, deploying or adding CoreML into my iOS application to use the Wally detection in my application. So I can just load the model I previously created, and I can just export it with one line. You have the include no maximum separation for people that use iOS. You can, if you put it false, put it false if you want to use it for iOS 11. If you put true or nothing, it will be useful only for iOS 12. And now I have my CoreML model, so it's the machine learning model for iOS. We call it like this. So I don't know if how many people out here develop for iOS. Maybe a lot. Okay.
Since last week.
Yeah. So I will try to do it quickly now. So it's really easy to deploy it for iOS. You just drag and drop, and it works. Okay. So now, if you are not interested about iOS, I will do it quickly. But you can find it online. The code it will be easy to find. So yeah, maybe I can do quick. Do you want to see that? Yeah. Okay, so basically I created in my application, I created a Wally embed engine. So it's basically where all the processing will start. So it's just an object, so I can use it I can reuse it easily. So that was the purpose. I have different states. This is the overview, so we will see each part in detail. So the state, so it says that it is my application searching for it, or does it found something or nothing, or is there an error? I also enable the engine to start with different images, CI images. It's really iOS CI images or CV pixel buffer, especially because if after someone wants to use live detection, it's really easy to do it with CV pixel buffer. So I don't use it today, but just in case someone wants to use the live detection. The start method. So I have my model. I have my request handler. So basically, this request, so I inject my model, and what I do after analyzing is I want to process the result of it. This is the process detection. So when I get the result from my model, what I do, if we go back to the model, in input it takes an image for 416 by 416, and the output are two multi-array, one for the confidence and one for the coordinates. So this code, the goal of this code is just to parse those two multi-array to get those data. So the data for all the confidence and for all the bounding box. And I I just have another method to order those predictions, so the best precision on top. For this project, I used the recursive method. That means I start with a high precision, and if it doesn't find something, it just decreases the precision each time. It's maybe not the best option, but what I wanted is an option to do it automatically or not. So for the user, he can just check the auto mode and he just decrease, or he can choose his own precision to do it if you want for the result. And there is just two functions here. The first one is the non-maximum separation algorithm to try to remove as much as intersection between if you have two bounding blocks that have some similarities to remove them. That's what those two functions do. And in action, I just took one image here from my lab, and I start the engine, and I process the result, and I update the state and the screen depending on the result. So, in demo, what does it look like? So, So when I open the app, I have a bunch of where is Wally picture to try. So first of all, let's try with an easy one. So as I said, in the setting button, you can check the auto confidence, and it will do the recursive method. So if I try it for this one, okay. So yeah, it was quite easy. I think and you have the time on the bottom, so 0.17 to find it. Personally, I don't know if I can do better, but it's not really difficult. So let's take a harder example. So for example, this one. Okay, this one. So if I do the recursive method, if I zoom, I found it. So the precision is not as good as before, only 43, but found it. So it's not a bulletproof technique, so I will show you that it doesn't work in every case. So for this one, that is a little bit difficult. 42, if I just, can you see here?
Yes.
I can see only, we can see only head, but it's there. Okay, so now it's for when it works really well. I will not cheat, and I will show you when it doesn't work well. So for example, if I take this one and I use the recursive method, I will find, you will say, yeah, it really looks like Wally, but where is Wally in the puzzle? There is other characters that looks like Wally. But for example, this one is another character that you also have to find in the book. It's part of the game. So it's not Wally, but it really looked like Wally. So anyway, we will try with modifying the confidence to see if we can have some other result. So we have new results. So what do we have? Still the same. Another person that really looked. So okay, why not? We also have this. Yeah. And there is still Wally, so 47. What can I show you? One or two. One where it doesn't work at all. For example, this one. No, this one it will work. It's there because it's from one of the first books. So as you saw in the first books, it was, I will not say really big, but quite big compared to the other one. So you have the whole body, so the confidence is really good. I think this one. So you have the dot form result, so whatever the confidence, it can't find it, so it's not bulletproof. But one picture that I was really amazed is this one. So I will put back the auto confidence, and if I can zoom on this one, you can see that it's probably one of the most difficult pictures. But if I try to find him, I have one result, and the result is him. So why it doesn't work for a more simplest one, but for this one it works, if someone knows. So anyway, the goal of my first goal was not to find him on picture, but to try it on the book. So what I did is I bought a Japanese book, and I wanted to try it with this book. For the first method, it didn't work at all. But I hope that for this method, it will work. So we will just try it really good. So I put the camera mode. So I took my picture. Is it working? It's working. So directly from the book. So that was my first goal, to do that, and I can do it. So it doesn't work on every page, but on the book it has like 12 pages. On about 8 or 10 pages it works. So I was quite happy with it. So let's go back to the presentation. To sum up, so I found that Turi was a great tool for to use. It was really easy, as you saw. If you have experience with TensorFlow or other, you will see that the number of code to have a result is the number of lines is really low, and no machine learning knowledge are required. I don't have any machine learning experience. It was my first project, and everything I know was with this project, so nothing required. It's really easy to integrate with iOS. As you saw, you just drag and drop, and it was done. I noticed good results despite the difficult problem. I think it's a difficult machine learning problem, and the result is really not that bad. There is a handy set of visualization tools, so if you want to check that your data in your bounding box are good at the beginning, you have a lot of tools to do that. And you can also visualize the bounding box after you train the model without deploying to iOS. There is, you can just write one line and it shows a picture with the bounding box, so you don't have to export it to have the result. And for my first machine learning project, I found that the data preparation is really key in the project, so that's why I spent a lot of time finding the good data. Should I, for my layers for example, should I take the whole body? Should I find a common pattern like from the shirt to the hat, only the face? Because in some picture you have the whole body, some picture you have only the head, so it was really difficult. Some bad stuff about Turi create is there is no way, at least for now, there is no way to recreate, to retrain the model after. So you create a model, you spend maybe 10 hours creating it in your own machine, and after you can't make it better. So you have to start from scratch. And in our framework, it's possible to retrain the model after, but not in Turi create. I don't know if it will be available or if it's really something for where no machine learning skills are required and they just want to use the product as it is without any further customization. I don't know. And also, knowing to input a model layer. At some point, I wanted to see what was the layer of my model, what my model was looking for, to see what I can improve maybe, but there is no way to like open and show what the model is looking for. So another stuff that I was like, yeah, maybe it's because they want the product to be used like this, no further customization. So to sum up, Turi Create is a really good framework, but maybe for whereas Wally it was not the best one. Maybe something with better features can provide other better result. So where to go from here? So all the code is open source, so you can find the link here. If someone wants, or if I have time, I may try to use TensorFlow or other framework to see if I can have better result, to have a good comparison. Maybe using the pure negative technique may improve the precision. So I always use normal method, like Wally is here in the picture. I didn't provide a picture where there is no Wally and say there is no Wally. Maybe it can help, especially to remove the other characters, maybe, and have fun. If you want to try it, just do whatever you want. So as I said, it's on GitHub, hold the code, you have all the images, all the resources, everything, all the script. I also released the image generator I told you about, the script that to hold the image, split them, and so you can use it to just provide your original image folder, the layers you want to put on those, and you just say, I want 10,000 images, and it will give you this. And I also put this open source. It's nothing fancy. It's just a script that takes an annotation file from TensorFlow, because the format is different. If some people use TensorFlow, you saw that the annotation file doesn't look the same, especially for the dimension in Turi Create. For the x and y, it's the x and y of the center of the square, not the origin. So I had a lot of mistake at the beginning with this. So if you have an annotation file from TensorFlow you want to try to recreate, just use this and you have everything. The references, so the documentation of Turi Create, the Python pivot library that I use for all the image manipulation, and the main repository where I find my original images. And if you want to read more about it, I selected some project that use, for example, TensorFlow and other more advanced technique that I was trying to read about it, but I didn't understand, so I put it there maybe one day. And thank you. This is the link of the project, GitHub. If you have a question, do not hesitate. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you. That was great. Do we have any questions? I'll start with one. What hardware did you use for training?
What?
What hardware did you use for training?
This the MacBook?
The MacBook.
Yeah. I use the MacBook, and this one has the graphic card, the best one that I can have. The funny part was when you want to train the model to recreate, you can use the GPU for this to accelerate the process. And if you use the GPU, basically you can't do anything else. So even swapping tab you can't. So you can't work at the same time. So basically before sleeping, I was like, okay, train the model, and I came back in the morning and saw that the result. So it was maybe one model per day, per night. And for 1 week, one of my friends borrowed me his eGPU, so I finally could work at the same time I was training my model, so I can do more work. So yeah, only this machine. I don't have any knowledge in machine learning, so I didn't have another machine with high spec to train it, just this one. So you can train this model with just any. I don't think the graphic card is really good on this, so you can use the machine and train your model with this machine you use at work.
Thank you. Another question?
Thank you very much for an interesting talk. So I have some questions about deployment on your iPhone.
Yeah.
So do you think that it's possible to detect video on iPhone?
Can you be more? Can you give some detail about, for example, what?
I just mean about the speed and the battery. Like assume that you develop an app
Yeah.
to record the video and then you detect something
Yeah.
in real time. So
Yeah, I tried it first. That was in the iOS code you have the source that is used for the live mode. I tried the live mode. The precision is not really good, so I removed the feature because there were no point to do that. You can find it and you can do it really quickly. All the code is here. The engine is ready for this. I tried it. It's possible. It's really possible for the battery. It will use more battery, of course, not a lot. But yeah, it's certainly possible. I tried it. The precision was not good. Maybe if we have someone can make a really good precision, we can make it. No doubt about it.
okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for your interesting topic. So when I see in your presentation say that when you have a very small size of the data set and you want to get a lot of the image, so that's the way to look like the data documentation. So you want to apply this.
You want to see the data?
Yes. So, for example, you say that when you have a very small size of data, and you want to increase the number of the images in your data set. So, I think this is a very important thing. Okay, so there's a lot of way to increase the number of the image in the data set that's related to the data augmentation. So for example, from the original image, so you can apply or flip the image rotation, transformation, or specific function. That's just a fundamental step for the advanced, so you can apply for those noise, you can add those noise in the image, you can create more noise. So that's the I think the good way for scale up your data sets. And that's my opinion.
You think it can be like modifying the image, like maybe the color or stuff can be better than creating randomized image like I did?
Oh yes. Okay. Yes. I think that's because in the machine learning, so usually when you have to solve with a very small data set, so you just maybe you have to think about the data implementation. But that's a technique in the machine learning. And the second one is in the page of your slide, page 33. Yes,
This one?
yeah, yes. So, because usually when you create a machine learning model, usually you have to split the data set into the three parts. The first part is the training, the second one is the evaluation, and finally the testing data. Because the training is okay, evaluation and the testing is very different in the machine learning model, in the machine learning. So why in this, in your program, so you only split in only two parts, the training and the 5% for the evaluating, you say that 5% for evaluating, however, is for the testing, so I'm a little bit confused in this case.
So in the framework documentation, that's the way they do it. So they have a random split. So that's why they have training data, testing data, and I didn't put it there, but I did it. I don't know why, but it's maybe a link to what you said. I have another script that used original image to have this this metric. So I did the test on other images like the original one, and if I can tell you what was the precision, it was about 20%. So it was really less than this. So I had another dataset from the original picture, because the thing is, when I do this process, I don't take care of the real Wally in those images, because in those images there is a real Wally, and maybe when I create an image like this, maybe there is already one here, and I apply mine with the position I know. But for example, there is one here, and the annotation file will not know about it, because I didn't want it to check my 10,000 images and to say, oh, there is already one Wally, I will remove this image. So that's for example, this one there is two Wally, and after I put mine, and I only have mine in the annotation. So that was what I wanted to do. I stuck with this approach. Maybe it's not the best one, but if someone knows better, interested. So I did this, and after, for example, for 10,000 I had 900. For 10,000 I had 9,000 images for training, 1,000 data to test, and after I applied another test with the real image. For example, this one, and to check if I could find the real one. the real one is there. And as I said, the precision was 20%. So when I test the data, with the testing data, I had 60%, but with real data, it's only 20%. So I did the test twice with the real image, and maybe that's what you wanted to say, like you have to test, you have training, testing, and another data set to try in real condition.
In this case, it's really fast because of training, evaluation, and testing.
So I did it. I didn't know that because in the framework, in the documentation, you saw they only do two ways: training, testing. You don't have any other stuff about a third box. So I did it for me because I wanted to try it, but it's really not in the documentation. So maybe it's right. It's probably right. You maybe know better than me, but on the tool, it's not. So I didn't know.
Actually, I also don't know about the Turi free.
Yeah, I only know about Turi, right? So it was the way it did, but in maybe other frameworks.
Have you ever tried with the TensorFlow library, the Coca-Cola artist? This is support for the iOS.
Yeah. First of all, I wanted to do it with TensorFlow, this project. And the funny stuff is, first of all, I wanted to see how to export TensorFlow to iOS. And it was a nightmare. So there is a core ML tool, something in Python to do it, but you try to install it and they say you have to update this, and after your TensorFlow version is too hot, you have to downgrade, and after you're missing some library. Unfortunately, when you saw Turi grade, you just drag and drop and it was done. So I didn't know what to choose. I found this one. There were not a lot of tutorials, so I'm not doing mine. But I'm really interested now about TensorFlow since I saw that there is not a lot of feature like seeing the layer. I really want to see what my layer looks like, but I can't. So that's why I'm really interested to know more about TensorFlow.
Thank you. Let's have a break. And during the break, while we're eating, we can ask more questions to Florian. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.